So this is kind of where my transformation again comes in. Another round of transformation. Um, so after a year and a half of feeling like completely lost, um, I made a radical decision to quit the job because I just really felt like there was really no connection there for me. I felt like it just wasn't a good fit. I wasn't up for all the work they wanted me to do. Like it just wasn't for me. And I wish I would have known that before I left, but it is what it is. So yeah, I decided, you know what? This was not the original plan. Like in San Francisco, it was all about yoga. It was all about, starting a yoga empire. And I abandoned that. I abandoned myself and came over here thinking I was going to be this crazy corporate lady living a comfy life and doing the corporate thing. And actually, my true passion is yoga. And I came back to that. I had put that on the back burner, convinced that a career was safer and it was the smart path. But in hindsight, like in reality, this was a step back for me because of all the beautiful work I've done in San Francisco, all the energy I poured into yoga, the dreams, the everything. Like it was really like that. It really is in my heart, like in my soul. And to just abandon it like that, I think that was mistake number one. um, so I left the job and I said, you know what? This job is not for me. I got to get out of here. Now, the relationship, I continued. And the relationship almost lasted a year. The relationship went for 10 months. And that started to pull me in all sorts of different directions, right? In the beginning, this person was so attentive, so loving, affirmed my dreams, encouraged me to go towards the, doing my instructor thing. But, it turned into something that I had dealt with before. And I knew his lifestyle and I accepted it. But I didn't realize how much it was going to affect me because his lifestyle and everything was in complete opposite of everything I am and what I'm trying to stand for. And for some reason, I kept trying to make this work. I kept telling myself that, our love can overcome this. It's not being, I'm not being held back by this relationship. It's just, it's just a hard time right now. It's just a hard time. And I can overcome this. We can overcome this. But slowly, bit by bit, energy, self appreciation, all sorts of things just started to erode. And I noticed like I wasn't being 100% true to myself. I was holding my yoga dream and my yoga life over here. And then I was living in chaos and accepting it and trying to deny it over here. And even though I kept saying, like, I'm all about yoga, 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 this lifestyle, this, that lifestyle, that, even though I was saying all of that, I wasn't feeding my soul properly. I was disconnected. I was scattered. My energy was everywhere. And it turned out to being where I was choosing the parts of yoga, of my dream, and only putting so much into that when my cup was being filled halfway with this other energy, this negative energy, this energy that was pulling me down, energy that wasn't serving me. So I was very conflicted, right? I'm not balanced. And it was it was it was really tough because when you care about someone and you're trying to navigate a new life, your feelings and everything gets really confused and things just get really like convoluted. And then you're stuck in kind of like a delusional loop trying to repair and make things right again. So I was constantly trying to repair, make things right, and not filling my cup up like I should. But this was the time that I discovered that I was creating this chaos, no one else. And I had the power to fix it. I had the power to come back to myself and really give myself what I needed. No one else is going to give it to me. Just like the first time I went through a transformation, I went through all that on my own. I did all the work. I did the shadow work. I did the journaling. I did the reflecting. I did everything. And I came out a better person. And the first time I went through my transformation, I was blessed. All my blessings came because I had became whole and I came back to who I am and what I love and what makes me special and me um, accepting all of it and not living half full. Like my cup was like overflowing, and it overflowed financially. My gosh, once I stepped into that. And I feel like life has its ups and downs, and you're gonna make a ton of money. That you're not gonna make a ton of money, but I feel like when you go through your transformation and you really accept this new you and you embrace it and you continue to just pour into that, the hard times aren't as hard. The low times, they're low, we're going to have them, but they're just not as low. They're not soul crushing low. They're not where you feel like you're defeated low. And that's where I was. I felt defeated. I really felt like there was nothing left. I felt like, what am I doing this for? I can't get ahead. I'm not going anywhere. Life is horrible, like everything. But like I said, I came back to myself and I felt it was time for another transformation. And I got to figure this out because this is not what I came here for. So, yeah, it is one heck of a ride. But when you transform and you open your heart to loving you more than you love anybody in this world, miracles happen. And I'll have more for you guys tomorrow on how to thrive after you've connected, transformed. See you soon.